From Julia Roberts and Emma Stone on the red carpet in Venice to the streets of Paris during Fashion Week, Brazilian design have become a global sensation. Soft as dreams, bold as art. In this episode of Fashion Label Brazil, we dive into two brands that embody this new wave. LAPIMA, with its sculptural eyewear handcrafted by 25 women artisans, and Room, a shoe brand whose Pillow Sandals, bold and modern, are redefining the meaning of made in Brazil. These are two stories where craftsmanship meets emotion and where every curve, every stitch carries the rhythm and the sensuality of Brazil. I'm Ali Farah, your hostess, and this is the episode 12 of Fashion Label Brazil, a podcast about the best of Brazilian fashion, presented by Abest and Apex Brazil. Stay with us and discover the soul behind Brazilians' most inspired fashion stories. So, welcome to the Fashion Label Brazil podcast, Gustavo, Gisela.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are so happy to have you here. It's such a huge success LAPIMA is doing. So LAPIMA is almost 10 years old, right?
Yes.
And it was born in Brazil, but very quickly positioned itself as a global luxury brand. How would you describe the brand's identity to international buyers who doesn't know you yet and who might be discovering LAPIMA for the first time?
LAPIMA, yes, is 10 years old. It's 9 years that we've been showing abroad, especially during Paris Fashion Week. It is a luxury eyewear brand focused on the independent segment of the eyewear. It is a sensual, feminine, bold, romantic and 60s inspired brand, designed not only for women, but inspired a lot by women.
So your eyewear design has a very distinctive sculptural aesthetic. What makes LAPIMA design language stand out in a market full of independent eyewear brands?
I think it comes all from this Brazilian inspiration. LAPIMA has like this romantic, very sensual lines, all inspired by Brazilian landscape, also by Brazilian architecture. But what makes LAPIMA very unique, I think, is this fluid design with this flow,
Curves.
Mm-hmm.
This bossa that Brazilian brand has.
How do you research for new designs?
Mostly it comes from sketches. I think it comes from elements that inspired me a lot. Let's say like scuba masking dives, or it can be
Tropical leaf.
a tropical leaf. Yes, everything that has like this beauty can inspire me with the design.
So let's talk a little bit about the production. You produce everything locally in your own atelier in Campinas. Campinas is a big city close to capital São Paulo, in the state of São Paulo. From a buyer perspective, why is this local and very controlled production process such an important value for LAPIMA?
When you have a LAPIMA piece in hands, it's easy to recognize that it's handcrafted. All our clients, they see the process of polishing, especially by hand. The shine of our pieces and the cashmere touch you get when you use a LAPIMA and the lightness that you get, it comes from the design and also from the way all the 25 women artisans that touch each piece have. So it's a very detail-oriented handcrafting process that it also helped position the brand where it is.
So it's 25 women. Tell me a little bit more about this.
Yes, the atelier, we have 4 men artisans and 25 women working on each piece. Women are very detail oriented and very careful with hands, and it came that it's like that. And they are all from the community on the neighborhood the atelier is based, and we develop also them very much as a profession. So many of them arrived knowing how to take care of eyewear, but the LAPIMA pieces gives them skills that they didn't have before. So they are also very proud of their work, and they are very proud to know that the pieces they are doing one by one are reaching all over the world and so many different faces. It's a very emotional work as well.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Let's talk about sustainability. How is it possible to be sustainable doing eyewear?
Yes, we try our best to be sustainable. What we are always working on, it's like Lapima is a made-to-order brand. So we carry just a few stocks of our best sellers, but mostly we produce for the stores. That's, I think, the most important thing, that we don't have too much waste and too much stock. Another thing that we work, it's also on the community, as Gisela was telling before, that we try to develop the community. We try to help them, to give them jobs,
Better conditions.
better conditions. So that's another way of working. And we always try our best to be very responsible on the sustainability.
So Lapima is very famous right now. Like, tell about the famous people who choose Lapima to wear, and how do you work the brand to balance the exclusivity with this growing international demands?
So I think that design talks itself. So it's like very unique, very statement design. So it helps a lot to be a statement piece. Because of that, I think we found so many partners, I would say, that fashion shops or optical shops all over the world, like in California or Hollywood. I think this helps a lot to.
Yeah, those stores, they are the reference for so many stylists and VIPs. And I think that when you wear a Lapima piece, it fits so well and it brings you so much beauty, and it is still exclusive. It's not everywhere you find. It's not like a commercial brand that everybody knows. So this is what they choose as well. They are always looking to be exclusive also in what they are wearing. And we believe that this is the main characteristic for the VIPs to choose Lapima.
So they found you in the store, but you have like bureaus, like offices that work for you internationally, right? Or a showroom?
Yes. There are. We started with showrooms, fashion showrooms. Nowadays, we are always in big trade fairs, optical trade fairs. We have partners as well, and the stylists, they try to find those different brands and those unknown brands all over, right? And being in LA in more than 20 stores helps us a lot, I think, because we are in those very specific niche retailer stores over there.
So you have 20 stores just in LA, in California?
Yes, Lapima is nowadays distributed in 430 stores around the globe.
Wow.
In more than 40 countries. And being the US and France, the biggest markets, both with around 120 stores that carry Lapima in those countries. So, yes.
Amazing. So, for example, how did your sunglass arrive at Julia Roberts' face in the Cannes? I think Cannes or Venice, right?
It was the Cannes Film the Venice Film Festival. Yes, Venice. Yes, it was the Venice Film Festival. Her stylist got in touch. And this also happens. Like, I think being a small brand, we are very open to responding on any message we get and everything. And she then requested, and that's how it was. It's very organically, because we also never know if they're going to wear a piece or not. So sometimes we get a lot of requests and we have our finger crossed for it to work. And in Venice this time, it was amazing, because it was Julia, it was Emma Stone, it was Alicia Silverstone. The three of them were wearing Lapima.
Like there are some of them, but there are some of them, like let's say Jordana Brewster. She's Brazilian, half Brazilian. She lives in LA. She's always getting in touch with us through the Instagram. So we have
She became a friend.
She became a friend.
Kelly Rutherford as well.
Kelly Rutherford, yes.
Yeah.
We're always trying to build a relationship also with them. So it helps also to build our community, I would say. Yep.
So the people are tired of super big brands, right? They want exclusivity.
Yes, I think they are always trying to have this exclusivity.
For sure, they have commercial agreements with the big brands, but it's not the case for the small ones.
So you're not too small anymore. Are you consider yourself small with 400?
Yeah.
If you look at all the benchmarks in our eyewear market, yes, we have still a lot to grow. But yes, we've achieved a lot as well already. We cannot say it's very small, but still there's so much to do, and there is so much to achieve. I think we are on a good path.
Yeah. So what are the priorities for international expansion? What type of retail partners best represent LAPIMA in this universe? And what are the strategies for the next couple of years?
I think the most important, we always have this commitment of doing well, of the quality. I think quality will be forever our main goal. Also finding the right partners. I think the right
opticians, and even department stores like Bergdorf, Goodman, for example, that we are partnering since a while. It has to be a relation that they also understand that it's handcrafted, that it's made in Brazil, that it will take 8 weeks to produce your order. And we believe that we still have a lot to grow in Europe. In Europe, we are very well in France, Italy, Spain, and Switzerland, but we still have a lot to conquer in Germany or England or Scandinavia. US is an amazing market that we are still growing a lot. We've just launched LAPIMA in Japan this year in spring. In April, we were there, and it's doing super well as well. Was a huge surprise for us on how much the Japanese people admire design, admire the handcrafted process, admire the beauty of each sculptural piece on their faces, and the fact that it does fit as well. So it's amazing. So it's a lot to grow. We have a lot to mature in those markets we are at.
Perfect. So I wish a great success for LAPIMA.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our horizon full of more celebrities that they help.
Yes.
They have to the awareness of the brand, right?
No, we are always very, very amazed and happy when we see them wearing the brand. It's incredible.
But it's also very nice when you see someone walking on the street like this.
Yes.
Last month we were in Paris during the Fashion Week, and then walking and saw someone, and I saw someone wearing LAPIMA. I was very grateful. It was such a nice experience
to see a French woman on the streets wearing LAPIMA. Yeah. It's like, wow, this is happening. We are almost stopping them on the streets.
Beautiful sunrise.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, from Campinas to the world.
Yes, from Campinas to the world. So, incredible. I never imagined that, but yes, it's happening.
As a Brazilian, we are very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
After exploring the sculptural universe of LAPIMA, we move from eyewear to footwear into another story of handcrafted excellence made in Brazil. While the world may know Simone Nunes through her hit Pillow Sandal, with their signature puff straps that look like pillows, the designer in her brand Room has much more to show. With a solid background in Brazilian fashion, Simone, an industrial design graduate, founded Room inspired by furniture. All shoes are handmade in São Paulo, following a slow fashion ethos that values time and touch. Let's hear from Simone Nunes, the talent founder of Room. Hi, Simone. It's a pleasure to have you with us at Fashion Label Brazil podcast.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
So, Simone, your brand, your last adventure that's almost 10 years old, how do you describe the essence and the history of room to someone discovering it for the first time?
So I'd say room is a really about balance between softness and structure, between art and function. As I'm an industrial designer, I'm not from a fashion world. I decided to go to fashion after my degree in industrial design, and I've always loved furniture design. So I think the brand essence is more furniture oriented than fashion. That's why the pillow is inspired by a sofa. That's why it's called Pillow Sandals. So it's between design and fashion and comfort.
Amazing.
Yes.
So, but let's go back a little bit. So you was an industrial design, but you went to fashion to work with textile.
Yes. So I was in college still, and I decided to go to Milan to do a summer course in fashion. So when I was there, I decided to go to fashion. And now I don't know. I think I would rather go to furniture, but okay. And then when I got in São Paulo, I was working at a industrial texture fabric design with Constanza Pascolato.
Ah, you work at Santa Costanza, the textile
Yes,
maker. Uh-huh.
yes, for 2 years.
Uh-huh.
Then I started doing fashion shows with
Uh-huh.
my own brand called
Yes.
Simone Nunes. And
Uh-huh.
there I started doing about 40 fashion shows that I'm doing here until now for other brands. This week I'll deliver 3 shows. So I'm still doing fashion shows.
Oh, you still design clothes?
Yes, I still
So-
do, but
Uh-huh.
for other brands, not for myself
For
anymore.
other brands. But do you put your name on it or you are ghost designer?
No, ghost designer. I'll never
Uh-huh.
have my name again.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to. No.
Uh-huh. So you do designs. And
Yeah.
then your own brand is Room.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's almost 10 years old. And it's like started as one draw of a shoe, right? The pillow.
Yes. Actually, when I founded Room, I was living in Portugal because of my bikini brand that I used to have, Serpentina.
Oh, yeah, I had Serpentina.
Yes, it was my project from my heart, Serpentina.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Serpentina was originally created in London when I was studying at Condé Nast College. Then the project achieved excellence in branding and marketing. That's why I opened my company in Lisbon. Then, when I was presenting Serpentina in Paris, as I know all the factories here in Brazil and Portugal and Italy, I decided to create a shoe just for me, and that was the Pillow Sandal. And when I was in Paris showing Serpentina, WGSN photographed the Pillow Sandal and posted in their website. Then the buyers started to look at the pillow. Then I decided to create a brand. And then the Pillow Sandal happened. It was the story behind it.
So you created for yourself. You are wearing it at the fair.
Yes, for myself, with no intention to sell.
Uh-huh. Because you were selling bikinis, not shoes.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
exactly. And then it was the Pillow Sandal I designed in 2016. In the next 2017 June, I started presenting Room at the premiere class in Paris, along with Serpentina. So I had 2 brands at the same trade fair. It was
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Crazy. So how pillow became the sandal that everyone was wearing, and then a lot of brands copied you.
Yeah, it was very organic. I think one of the reasons was that WGSN put on their website because it's a forecasting website. And
Uh-huh.
then all the brands around the world saw it and then got inspired by it.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know, actually, maybe it's because of the spirit of the time, like the zeitgeist, I don't know, but it became a huge trend actually. And then we started to sell all over the world in countries like Kuwait, New Zealand, Hawaii, France, Spain, Italy, Brazil,
Everywhere. Portugal.
yeah, Portugal, United States. And then at first I was producing in Portugal. Then I had a business partner in Portugal and a business partner here in Brazil, an investor. Then the partner from Portugal decided to leave the brand. Then me and my partner Sandro, we're still partners right now. We decided to move all the warehouse and the sales to Italy, Milan, because my sale manager Francine, she lives there, and it was easier for us. It was 2020 with the pandemic. Also with the pandemic, I got back to Brazil because of my daughter, and then I started producing here in Brazil. But everyone here thought it was a foreign brand. They didn't know that the brand was from a Brazilian and not even made by me, because the journalists and fashion editors, they knew about me because of the fashion shows, but they didn't know that the brand Room was my brand. And yeah, and so it started to being copied here in Brazil also. I remember that a friend of mine that used to work for Zara, he designed Zara shoes in Alicante, Spain, and he sent me a picture of the mood board of the Zara for the team, and it has a picture of Pillow so that they could copy it. And funny story, some people from here in Brazil, I had to listen that I'm Simone Nunes was copying Room, a Scandinavian brand.
So how did you manage to leave this situation? Because you were like one monoproduct, right? You had one
Yes,
product. Yeah.
yes, yes. I don't believe in booms like a huge trend, and it was never the purpose of the brand. On the contrary, it was a slow fashion oriented, and I don't want to be or to have anxiety, and I don't want to be aggressive about the sales. So I stopped focus on the copies because I have two lawyers in Italy and two lawyers here in Brazil, because I have the I don't know how to say in English, but the patente
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
of,
understand. Uh-huh.
yes, of the shoes. So I have to make a decision to go after everyone that was copying. But then I decided to focus my energy on new products. But still today, the buyers and the consumer wants to buy the pillow. So I didn't know what to do. So I decided to rebrand the brand.
Uh-huh. So
Yes,
now you are a bespoke brand.
a bespoke brand, because I stopped showing in Paris. I stopped showing in Milan so I can come back with new products, because they just wanted to buy Pillow Sandal, and I didn't want the brand to be known as a mono product. I want to show new shoes and new designs and new collections.
Mhm. And are you solving this problem? And tell me, how do you see room growing in international markets? Now in Milan, you have some pairs of
Yes.
shoes ready to buy, right?
Yes, right. In Milan, I have a stock there, and I have a stock here in São Paulo. And we do only sell to consumer, not from multi brands.
B2C on internet, e-commerce.
Yes, I have to be very courageous to do that, because all the brands, I think they want to sell, sell, sell. And my decision was, when I was selling a lot, I decided to stop and start from the beginning. Not from the beginning because the brand is well respected and well known, but I decided to start from the beginning when I was doing the products with pleasure and not just to sell. And I decided not to have a store because in 2022, when it was selling a lot, two important shopping malls here in São Paulo offered me a store. But I decided, with 26 years of experience, that I didn't want to stay in one place. I think my spirit as a designer, I want to be free in all over the world. So, as you asked how I solved this problem, I decided to show room in a new market, and it's United States, because I was focused on Europe. And then I did a presentation last September, not this one, but 2024. And this year I joined a showroom in New York. And then I showed the new collection in May till this September with the new collection. So it's like a virgin territory, and I can show the new products without being linked to the pillow sandal.
Good. But when you show at these fairs, do you have one model of pillow sands or just the new ones?
No, I have the pillow sandal, but it's not focused on them. I have the new collection along with the pillow.
Uh-huh. Tell me about a little bit about the new design.
As I did at the beginning, I only design shoes that I have the desire to use. It's still inspired in furniture design, and I forgot to tell. That's why the brand is called Room, because of my room and the objects of my room and my home. So it's a little, I think it's more feminine than the pillow sandal, because the pillow sandal is more like an object of decoration. It's genderless. And now I wanted to do a shoe a little bit more feminine, and I think this is the face of the new products.
Yeah, it's very soft.
It's very
So,
soft, yes.
when you think about a model, do you have like three highs, like very flat with heels?
Yes, this is also interesting because with the pillow sandal, I have the flat pillow, the mid pillow, and the high heels. But the heels are, it's like bold heels. It's not that feminine. But now I decided to do a very thin heels. It's more feminine. And it's I don't like to say that, but it's a little bit sensual.
Uh-huh.
But yes, so I have high heels, I have kitten heels, and I have some flat styles too.
So, Simone, I understand everything is made locally in Brazil, in
Mhm.
São Paulo, right? Tell me a little bit how is the business model of Room.
Yeah, all the shoes are handmade, and it's a supplier that I known for maybe 15 years. So I do know all the artisans that work there, and we have artisans with 80 years. and,
Uh-huh.
and then we have they have all the knowledge, and they pass it on through their sons and daughters. And so it's very slow fashion and locally, and I have them very near to me, so I can see all the productions like weekly.
Amazing. So now you have a representative, an agency in New York, is that right? So you moved from Europe to New York.
Yes, I have a showroom now that represents me in New York. The showroom is called Edité. It's from a French lady, Julia. And for the first time, also, I present the collection in May because I was used to present it in September. So it's very different also to show resort. And yeah, it's a new beginning. And I also have a distributor in Japan.
And the one in Milan, where is your warehouse?
Yes.
So, very global, local and global. So they can talk to you by Instagram or through your agency in New York. And also, if someone wants to buy a pair of room, there's the e-commerce, right?
Yeah, right. There's our website and Instagram and Edite Instagram also, or Edite website.
Good.
Mhm.
So I wish you a huge success.
Thank you.
Slow fashion, huge success.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us on Fashion Label Brazil. Today, we celebrated the beauty of two Brazilian brands, the sculptural LAPIMA eyewear and the dream iconic Room shoes. Every piece tells a story of craftsmanship, passion, and creativity, and we hope it inspires you. Follow us on Instagram, Fashion Label Brazil. Send us messages and connect with these amazing brands. Stay with us for more stories from the heart of Brazilian fashion. See you in the next episodes. Ciao!